2 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the... team. So South Carolina's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both
breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
all gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Cross. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. When you break into the top 5, halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of this.
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Pushes for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, Giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So LSU's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown, Tigers. The extra point here would tie the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll go to the counter. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Cross. Lets it fly. On target over the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Overton. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's as if you're in golf in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Solid run on the last play. Gives this offense another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
Oh, out of space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. To the air, it's Cross. Using the quick game. At the 35, he's got room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Finds his man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Firing to the right, complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's McClure. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's in open space downfield. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but then space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Cross. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses. By 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate Richie Williams.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Buying some time. Oh, he's got a chance. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Finds the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Rides the back and leaves it. Nice move there. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the run, it's Overton. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. You think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
And the Gamecocks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete to the left. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes goes at the 22.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to the counter play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. Gets the first himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third, turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much...
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Scanning the field, it's Cross. Forced out of the pocket. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today.
The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Wants to throw on third down. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's McClure. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Farmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying.
Breaks into the open. Corral, but not before. He picks up the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with the lone back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. Touchdown, LSU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Cross. Release to the back. Grab near the sticks, it's Harris. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Working the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute that.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Cross. Got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got his man. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations.
Taking it the other way. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the third. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Cross. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Third down coming up.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking left. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's still running after the move. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. On first down from the 13-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, LSU. And the punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point splits the uprights. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game.
And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here?
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at this